Good evening, my dear students. Hope I'm audible to all of you. Just want to check once. Hi.
Good evening, sir. You're audible.
Thank you so much. I just want to check once with everyone. Okay. Today I'm going to start off with a question to all of you. Anybody can answer. And the question goes like this. Okay. Good evening to all of you guys. Thanks for your pinging on the chat box. As good evening. Good on you. Okay, I'm just thinking which question to ask. I have 3 or 4 questions running in my mind right now. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to focus on this particular question. Let's see who's going to answer first. Who, I would say, okay, first question is, what is the speed of light or the sunlight, the speed at which the sunlight, not the speed, let's take it this way. What is the time taken by the sunlight to hit Earth? Who can answer this? Time taken by sunlight to reach Earth. To reach Earth. 13 minutes. Yeah, Earth. Just ignore my typo error there. Time taken by sunlight to reach Earth. We got 6 minutes and 40 seconds, so 13 minutes to 8 and 20 seconds. 8 minutes, says Supravat. Mashrat says 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Yeah. Okay. Now we are standardizing on a number called as 8 minutes and 20 seconds. That's perfect. Okay, that's perfect. I'm happy. I'll just charge my phone. Okay. The next question of mine. Yeah, the right answer is 8 minutes and 20 seconds, no doubt. That's the speed of light which reaches us and all that. Okay, my next question is, who was the first person to measure speed as a function of between distance over time? Distance over time. Who is the one? Who was the first person to measure speed as a function of distance over time? Do you know who is it? Who can give me a good answer? Einstein. Mashad says Galileo Galilei. Siddhi says Galileo again. Okay, Einstein lived later, okay, around the 19th century and all that. Whereas Galileo, way back, he was a guy who put forth this particular idea of, okay, speed, over this particular concept called as distance over time. Brilliant. Thanks for your answers, Supravat. Again, everybody. Good on you guys. Okay. Okay, another question to you guys. This time, you really have to be quite creative with your thinking. Listen to me. And I want you youngsters to be strong with the design front. Design front. I said design. Okay. Now, I'll write this question for you guys. Okay. Because when I say, you may miss, at times you may go a little wrong in understanding. So I'm going to type this question. How do you divide? Okay, I'll also say it. No problem. Okay, how do you divide 4 bananas with 3 people equally? That's the whole logic of my question. How do you divide 4 bananas with 3 people equally? And okay, I want you to listen now. Okay, you can't, okay, let's say you're not supposed to, supposed to cut with knife? Please understand. Okay, these are the restrictions. You're not supposed to cut with knife. You can't cut. No milkshakes or juices, whatever, or juice, whatever. No marking on the fruits, no markings or measurements on the bananas. Okay, let's make it that way. It's more particular. And this is the question I have for you guys. Please have a look at the question. And I want the division of bananas to be so equal. No, totally there are 4 bananas, Sushma. And this has to be equally divided with 3 people. And the restrictions are you're not supposed to cut the bananas with knife, no juices or no milkshakes, no markings or measurements on the bananas. How do you still equally divide 4 bananas with 3 people? I'm reading what Siddhi has written as an answer. Siddhi says giving each person one whole banana and then breaking the last banana into 3 equal parts. How can you claim it's 3 equal parts, Siddhi? How can you classify? Let's say you have a whole banana. How do you divide it in 3 equal? I mean, how do you exactly say that's 3 equal parts? Or by peeling it into 3 natural sections for each to take a piece? See, these answers that. No weighing, no measurements, I told you. I said no measurements or weighing. Okay, didn't I mention about the weighing part? No measurements. I said weighing is a measurement. So measuring, no weighing at all. Anup, no weighing. How about others? I really want you all to quickly look into this particular question and try to get an answer. Any good answers still? I'm still waiting for the answer. Bhumika says give one whole banana to each of the 3 people. Take the 4th banana and peel it. A banana naturally pulls apart into 3 longitudinal segments. If you press your finger into the end of a peeled banana, it will split into 3 long equal strips. Give one of these natural strips to each person. Bhumika, I definitely liked your answer. And Siddhi also tried his best in explaining this particular answer in his own ways. It's just at first he stuck up with the usual answer of giving 3 parts to 3 different people, and that may not go well. Bhumika and Siddhi initially for the effort taken. I'll give it to you guys. Pujita says 3 bananas for each person, and last banana can split into 3 parts if you press it divides into 3 parts to each person again. Give 1 banana to Afrin says each person, and the 4th banana goes to the group. No, Afrin, no group here. Only 3 people. Don't change the question premise for your convenience. Yeah, I'm giving credit to people who have tried best. Okay, that's Siddhi to start with, and later on it was yeah, the best answer given was Bhumika. I think she deserves a good credit for that. And Pujita also gave an answer a little later, and yes. Sometimes the remaining 1 banana, I'll give it to one and say that's it all for you and all that. No. You don't bring in a 4th person to divide. Oh yes, 4/3 on an average. Supravat. Yeah, we live in India. So if the last banana is given to 3 people to somehow divide, I know the first person will take the biggest share and all that. We call it as a lion's share, Supravat. Okay. So that may not be the right answer, anyways. So I've already declared the answer. It's called as a natural selection. Bananas, almost all the bananas, they have three longitudinal parts. Joined together makes one whole banana. So somebody had already given that, you press the banana gently and it automatically breaks into three equal parts. So the fourth banana, guys, give one banana each to one, two, and third persons, three persons, I'm sorry. And the fourth banana, gently press or just insert the finger, from the base, go up. Obviously, it's split into three. So that's the equal way of dividing it when you have so much of restriction and all that. Okay, that's a good answer. Those who tried your answer, fantastic. I'm still moving on. Sri Vanilla, here the math of the ratio and all that one third, may not work exactly. Okay, we can say yes, it's one third. Sounds good. Okay. Ashika, you have raised your hands up. Let's go ahead with the question. Ashika, can you raise your concern? Ashika, you raised your hand for your concern. Please let me know your concern. Ashika, did you raise it by mistake? Just quickly confirm. Let's not waste the time. So shall I consider you did that by mistake? So I'll move on with my session. So thank you. That's fine, Ashika. So let's move on. But if you still have any concern, you can raise it. Please raise it up here. Buddy, you are giving an answer still for the banana thing. I think that was concluded. Still, I'd like to answer your point. Make 4 slices in one banana. No, rather 3 slices. Yeah, Amulya, listen to me. Let's say there are 4 bananas. Each banana has 3 split parts in it, which is combined together, making one banana. That means each banana we have 3 parts. We have 4 bananas. 3 into 4 equals 12. And this has to be divided between 3 people. So 12 parts divided by 3 people equals 4 parts. And that's the answer. That's another way to look at this particular answer. Anybody's hand, not just my hand. Fine, fine, fine. So I think I made myself pretty clear. I've given another answer as well. So, okay. Yeah, that's fine, Amulya. I'll move on to the next question. Who can answer this? Let me check. Let's say, my dear friends, I'll give you two identical ropes. Two identical ropes. I'm very, very clear. I'll also type it as I'll give my question to you. I'll give you two identical ropes, guys. And if you burn one end of the rope, one end of the rope, okay, I want you to pay attention. It'll burn for 60 minutes, okay, end to end. Please understand, end to end. I want you all to please follow my words carefully here. And you're asked to find out, I'll make it a little tricky there. How will you identify, okay, I'll take it this way. How will you identify 45 minutes exactly? And again, you're not supposed to make any marks, no marks on the ropes, okay? And no timer, no watch, no timer, okay? The point is, you're given two ropes of identical, in all dimensions, it's all identical. Keep it that way. And you're given one matchbox with matchsticks in it. So if you burn at one end, it will burn the whole end to end. But if you burn it on the left-hand side, on the right-hand side end, it will burn for exactly 60 minutes. And you got to identify 45th minute exactly. Okay, that's the question. Please have a look at it. So who can answer this? I hope the question is clear. If you have any clarification, you can still ask me. This is all to drive your thinking levels in a good way so that we can take it off from there. You are asked to find out exactly 45th minute. I'll repeat the question once again. Yeah, the question is, yeah. Hope you're listening to me, guys. Okay, the question is, just one minute. You're given two identical ropes of all dimensions, okay, equal in all. If you burn one end of the rope, it will burn for 60 minutes exactly, end to end. How will you identify 45th minute exactly? And you're not supposed to make any marks on the ropes. You can't fold it. I didn't say that, but still have it that way. You can't fold it and all that. And no timer, so you can't maintain a time, no watch, nothing. So how will you determine exactly 45th minute? I'm observing all your answers. A 75% makes 45 minutes. Sultana, how do you determine that? The question is that how do you determine? First part, Shrivan says first part 30 minutes, second part 50 minutes. How is that happening that way? I'm only 13 plus 15, 45 minutes, all fine. Siddhi gave a long reply. To see exactly 45 minutes simultaneously, like both ends of rope A and one end of rope B. When rope A burns out, it's 30 minutes. Light the other end of rope B. Since 30 minutes of fuel remain on rope B, it will burn out in 15 minutes, totaling 45 minutes. Okay, that is Siddhi's answer. I got disconnected of the meeting. Please repeat as the banana answer. SJ. No, man, I need a banana to really have that strength to to say it again. Okay, if you want, at the end of the session, we'll do it. Yeah. Okay, Amulya, everybody have happened to look into your answer. Pujita, just 1 minute. Rope 1 is burning from both sides. It will be completely consumed in exactly 30 minutes. And rope 2 in 50 minutes. 15 minutes. How's that? No measuring of the rope at all. When rope A finishes after 30 minutes, immediately light the bone. Okay, yes, please. SJ, let's not go banana over it, mighty guy. Okay, more or less people I have started to get the answer. I'm really happy about it. Okay. So I'm definitely making your brains to think, in a particular sense called as time, speed, and distance in a way. That is what we're going to see as a topic as well. That's why I was driving through such questions on new youngsters. Okay. So I'll give you the answer. Yes, some of you have identified the answer. Many have not. I'll still give the answer out to you guys. Can you all pay attention now? Let's now understand there are two identical ropes, okay, of equal dimensions are kept in front of you. You're given a matchbox. Take one matchstick, light up, and first light three ends of the ropes. There are four ends, right? Let's assume, okay, there are two ropes here, like that, okay? So let's burn this, let's say rope A, rope B, one below my spectacles is rope B, one above me, above my spectacles is A. And you burn at one, if let's say A, B, C, D are four ends of the rope, we'll burn A, B, and C. That means three ends of the rope are burnt immediately. Okay. Now you should understand rope A will burn out in the middle, right in the middle. Okay. At 30th minute. I hope you can understand me, my dear friends. Whereas rope B, since C alone is burnt, it will come exactly in the middle as well. Okay. By 30th minute. The moment rope A burns off completely, okay, that's exactly 30th minute, and the mid part of rope B. Now burn the fourth end. Okay, that means that there's 30 minutes of rope is available for us to burn. Since it's burnt at both the ends, okay, it will burn out exactly in the middle, which we call it as 45th minute. That's the best way to identify 45th minute. Do people have any questions on this? Are you guys are clear now? Guys, if you're clear, please type in clear from your end, guys. If anybody needs any answer, please let me know. Good on you guys. I'm happy that you guys can able to understand these concepts a little stronger. This is just to, again, I'm telling you, to brush your brains moving towards the topics that I've already mentioned, my dear friends. Today's topic is all about time, speed, distance, averages, pipes, cisterns. These are typical sort of a questions in which you'll find it in aptitude. So allow me to share the PPTs for you guys first. Can you guys able to see this PowerPoint? Can you guys let me know quick? Ping in with a yes reply, my reference, if you can able to see. Just want to check it out because the other day it did not come out well. Yeah. Are you guys can able to see that? Only 5 of you responded. Not yet? No. It says you are screen sharing. I'll read it again just in case. Can you guys see the screen now? No, is the file is visible? I mean, is the PowerPoint is visible or not? Yeah. Okay, thank you so much for your quick responses. Yeah, I just happened to see all your responses. Yes. We'll move on. All right. Yes, let's understand the core concepts in a quick manner. So let's try to move into it. That's why I asked all those speed and time related questions out to you, my dear friends, to begin our session. The basic concepts, let's start with the time and work. I'm not going to touch speed now. So time and work depends on two things. Okay, it's time taken and also the efficiency levels as well. Okay, so the basic relationship of you talk about work is it's always rate into time. Okay, rate into time. Rate of work is something but the efficiency we call it as. Okay, that's the basic relationship. Whenever you want to find out work, you always go with the rate of work into time. That's a basic formula there. And so if you want to find out the efficiency, efficiency equals work by time. I want you to remember this one. Okay, remember all these concepts strong. I said the rate of work, in other words, efficiency. Okay, how do you calculate this? Equals work, the number of days of work or time, whatever. I'm sorry, the work unit, whatever it is, divided by time. I'm sorry, divided by time. So if you want to find out the rated time at which a work is done, so you have to simply bring in again work by the efficiency, the rate of work efficiency we have to bring in. So be strong with this particular three concepts, my youngsters, the basic concept. And how do you find out rate and time? I'll move on to the next one. Now look into the simple idea. If a person can finish a job in X days, then the work done in 1 day is 1 by X. If a person can finish a job in X days, okay, it's the number of days, okay, the time taken. The work done is 1 day, so it's 1 by X. Very simple. Okay, keep this in mind. Example: if A completes work in 10 days, work done is 1 by 10, 1/10 of it. Okay, very, very simple. That's what I've given out here. Keep this logic in your mind. Okay, this is when two people work together. If A completes work in X days, B completes work in Y days, they combined 1 day work. It's not the total number of work, total days of work and all that. Combined 1 day work is 1 by X plus 1 by Y. Please remember the simple logic again. The total time taken is, okay, we have to take 1 by 1x by 1 by Y. 1 by X plus 1 by Y. That's how we should determine the time part there. And the next one is, okay, please go with the LCM method instead of fractions. Assume total work is equal to LCM of days. Example: A finishes work in 6 days, B finishes work in 8 days. If we take an LCM of 6 and 8, okay, we get 24. Okay, keep this in mind. So A's 1 day work equals 24 divided by 6. Okay, that we talk about A now, equals 4 units of work. Total units are 24 units. I just forgot to mention that earlier. So B's 1 day work is equal to 24 divided by 8 means 3 units of work. So together, 1 day work is equal to 7 units because A's units combined with B's units, it's 7 units, my difference. So total days required, this is not required now, just ignore this one, okay? Because you might get confused a bit, not now, okay? Let's go on to the next question. If A can complete a work in 12 days and B in 18 days, how long will they take together? Okay, is what we'll have to find out. I've also given you the solution out here initially. So I'll definitely take you through this particular question for you to understand. If 1 day work of A is 1 by 12, as you know, it's 12 days for A to complete a work, and B takes 18 days, so 1 by 18. That's 1 day work of B, 1 by 18. Total work per day is definitely 1 by 12 plus 1 by 18. And we take LCM of 36. And this goes brilliantly. 1 by 12, 12 goes 36 3 times. Okay. And then obviously 8 goes 2 times. So it's been substituted here in the next line. Please observe. So it equals 3 by 36 plus 2 by 36. So equals 5 by 36 is what we have arrived at right now. And the question is, we need to find out how long will it take to complete the work together. That's what the whole question is. So it's 5 by 36. And if you multiply 36 by 5, you get 7.2 days as answer. This is a typical question in aptitude, my dear youngsters, on time. Okay, on time-based question. This is a typical one. So please pay attention. Now, I want you guys to work out on this one, please. This time I really want you to apply the concept what we learned strong. And let's go ahead and do it up. There's a small announcement between 8 and 8:15. There'll be some announcements done by Exceler management. So I'll just keep you all informed about it. So keep this in mind. Between 8 to 8:15, there'll be few important information that it needs to be transmitted to you guys. Please work out on this particular sum, guys. A can do a work in 15 days, B in 20 days. If they work on it together for 4 days, not 1 day, 4 days, then the fraction of the work that is left is, so we need to find out the fraction of work that is left. So be a little smart. Here, there's a slight, variation of a question, not just the work done. Here, what is the fraction of the work that is left, not done yet? I'll first observe your answer. Okay, Siddhi, as usual, started to answer. There are many of you feeling it's C or D and all that. Yes, Siddhi, you can do cross multiplication as well for faster calculation. Yes, I'll approve that, Siddhi. I'm with you on that because I want to go with the traditional one because there are quite a lot of BBA, BCom, MBA students who may not be totally aware about certain mathematical concepts. Okay, Ayush, you're saying C, 7 by 15? Supravat also says C. Sanjay says D. Ayush still says C. Sanjay now says 8 by 15. Okay, and Ishika, okay. There are quite a few of you guys are saying still C. I'm okay, let's see. I'll just observe all your answering first. Siddhi, X. What do you mean by D? Okay. Fine, Siddhi. All right, okay. Youngsters, I really want you all to pay attention now. Let's see how did you arrive C or D now. I'm happy nobody touched A or B. Just a moment. Okay. A's 1 days of work is 1 by 15. B's 1 day's work is 1 by 20. Okay. Now we have 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20. That's A and B put together for 1 day's work. All right. Okay. And if you take an LCM, it becomes 7 by 60. Guys, hold it strong now. 7 by 60. That is for 1 day's work. So we need to get it for 4 days' work. So 7 by 60, okay, after doing LCM, into 4, we got 7 by 15. Okay, now we got to identify what is the remaining part of the work. So some of you could have jumped in answering 7 by 15 as 4 days' work, but the question is, what's the remaining part of the work? So if we can understand, okay, what's the remaining work? That's 1 minus 7 by 15, which makes 8 by 15. So please, guys, there can be some small strategies in misleading you with your question. Please understand the question and answer well. Don't jump into conclusions early, my dear friends. So that's 8 by 15 is the right answer, as many will agree on it. So let's move on to the next question, guys. Okay. Let's look into the second question. A, B, and C can do a piece of work in 20, 30, 60 days, respectively. In how many days can A do the work if he's assisted by B and C? On every third day. Look at this variation of the question. On every third day. That means in how many days A can do the work if B and C are assisting them on every third day, not in first and second day. Yes, understand the question proper and try to apply your reasoning good. Siddhi says 12, Sandhya says 15. Yes, come on. Let's work out the question well. A, B, and C can do a piece of work in 20, 30, and 60 days respectively. In how many days A can do the work if A is assisted by B and C? On every third day, my guys, please consider that. not on first and the second day. Every third day they're assisting. So cheekily, all the answers are given in three multiples of three. Check it out. And I know it's going to confuse you a bit, guys. So make sure that you do a good job. I'll wait for next 30 seconds for you all to answer, because I'm seeing only the same old guys are answering. I wish others who are not answering, please take part of it and enjoy the learning out here, guys. Come on. I'm observing all your answers. Akshata, Maunika says 12. Pujita says 15 as well. Sachin says 15. Sorry, 12. Hema says 15. Srivarsha says 15. I'm sorry, 12. Riaz also says 15. Seg, 15. Ishika now says 15. Varun also says 15. I'm seeing a lot of people settling down on 15. Some of you settled down on 12 and all that. Karma, 10. There's no answer of 10 there, Karma. Don't even try that particular option. Okay. Please work out within the option. Kesar, 16. So you don't have to get confused. It was pretty clear. ABC can do a piece of work in 20, 30, 60 days, respectively. Please understand that. In how many days A do the work? If in how many days A do the work if he is assisted by B and C on every third day? Please understand. There's no need to get confused with the question at all. I know sometimes the question can be so challenging. I want you youngsters to understand the question well before you could go apply your logic and get the answer out. Yeah, that's where you went wrong, Siddhi. Don't read as 3 days. Every third day. That means day 1, day 2, A works independently. Okay. And yeah, simple logic, we can arrive at some answers. Rashika says 12 days. Come on. Rashika, look at the question well. A alone can do the work in 20 days. Okay. And if you're smart, please be smart. In how many days A can do the work if A is assisted by B and C on every third day? Simple logic. So fine. I've observed all your answers so far. Okay. So let me also go look into, okay, the way I've solved. Okay. Is 2 days work is where I'm starting with. Okay, now let's not touch that. Okay. Let's say ABC's 1 day's work means 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30 plus 1 by 60. Okay. And we take an LCM, we got 6 by 60 equals 1 by 10. Everybody, I'm sure you're clear up until now. Work done in 3 days. Okay, work done in 3 days. That's 1 by 10. We arrived at it. A's 2 days work also 1 by 10 is like, okay, 1 by 20 into 20. A's average work is 1 by 20. That, okay, into 2. Okay, in 2 days. Consider that. So again, when we substitute the numbers there, 2 goes 20 10 times, so 1 by 10. So we got 2 1 by 10s in A's 2 days work, and A's 1 day work was also 1 by 10. So we brought in all these three together. That means 2 days work of A and 1 day's clubbed work of A, B, and C. So that's 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 equals 1 by 5. Now 1 by 5 work is done in 3 days. That's 20% in other words. Please understand. So the whole work, if you can understand, okay, you just have to substitute. Okay, 3 into 5 equals 15 days. And that's the answer. Very simple and straightforward. Okay, and if you can also look into the cycles of the days every third day. Okay, so please understand, right? So we can arrive at 15 days easily as well. Yeah. Hope you guys, I've given 2 different answers based on your thinking levels, my dear friends. Hope it's very clear. All right. Okay. I'll move on to the next question. Now, this time, sometimes the workload will be increased, maybe twice or thrice and all that. So this is one typical question. A is thrice as good as workman as B. Look at that. A is 3 times as good as workman B, and therefore is able to finish the job in 60 days, less than B. Please understand, okay? Working together, that's A and B together, they can do it in how many days? Is a question. Remember, A is 3 times good as B, and therefore able to finish the job in 60 days. Okay, less than B. Now, working together, they can do it in how many days? Is a question. The question is so straightforward here. Yeah, I'm already looking at your answers as well. Okay, so far people have pinged in with B as an answer. Sushma, yes, 22 and a half days. Rashika says 20. Dear, dear, dear. Okay. I've been observing answers. Please share your answers, my reference to the maximum. Sharanu says B as well. So most of you settled down for B, except a few, and many who are not answering. Please travel along with my words when I give my explanations. If you still have any problems, raise it up. But don't be a bit silly, my dear friends, because we have quite a few things to be done. So understand, travel along, raise up if you have still any other question. Mahi Kumari also says B. Okay. Now everybody pay attention to my explanation. Okay. Now look into the first line, my dear friends. The ratio of times taken by A and B is 1:3. That A is as good as, okay, when you compare to B, thrice good as B, I mean, as well, okay? The time difference is 3 minus 1, that is 2 days. But B takes 3 days and A takes 1 day. That's the efficiency there, okay? So we also have a time difference of 2 days here. If difference of time is 2 days, B takes 3 days. Please remember this particular point, okay? And A takes 1 day. Remember that, okay? If difference of time is 60 days, that is, there are, okay, please understand, B takes 3 by 2 into 60 days. Please understand, it's 3 by 2 into 6 days. If the difference of time is 60 days, okay, we have to derive at this particular equation, simple there, okay. Now 3 by 2 into 60, when we substitute, we get 2 goes 60 30 times, 3 into 3, I mean 3 into 30, I'm sorry, it's 90 days, my youngsters. So A takes 30 days to do the work. Now A's 1 day work is 1 by 30 and B's 1 day work is 1 by 90 as per their efficiencies, okay. That's as per the question given. Now put together A and B's for of 1 day's work, that's 1 by 30 plus 1 by 90 equals 4 by 90. Please observe my difference. Equals 4 by 90. And this again, you go with an LCM, that's the answer. So nothing beyond it, okay? 4 by 90. So if you still further go down, it is 2 by 45. If A and B together can do the work in, okay, 2 by 45, if you just, okay, let's say, rearrange it a little, 45 by 2, then it becomes 22 and a half days, my dear friends. As simple as that. No more confusions. Step by step, I have explained out here. So all you got to do is divide 45 by 2. It makes 22 and a half days. It's a pretty straightforward question out, I mean, answer there. So let's move on to the next one, my dear friends, because the next 5 minutes we have to pause for a while, because I'll have to pause for a while. I'm sorry. Now check out this question, guys. A can do a piece of work in 4 hours. B and C together can do it in 3 hours. Okay, A can do a piece of work in 4 hours. B and C put together can do it in 3 hours, while A and C together can do it in 2 hours. That's the best efficiency. How long will B alone take to do it? Guys, can you smartly work it out? A in 4 hours, B and C put together 3. A and C put together in 2 hours. How long will B alone take to do it? Remember, A and C's efficiency is so good, just in 2 hours. Whereas if it's B and C, it is 3 hours. Okay, so efficiency of B cannot be that good. And A's efficiency can do it in 4 hours. Keep all these facts in mind and determine B, my youngsters. Come on. I've observed all your answer, and I want you to look into this, my dear friends. A's 1 hour work is 1 by 4. Okay, that's 1 day's work of A. B and C put together, 1 hour's work is 1 by third, 1/3 of it. So 1 hour's work, I'm sorry, I took it as 1 day. I'm sorry about it. A's 1 hour's work is 1 by 4. B and C's 1 hour's work is 1 by 3. A and C's 1 hour work equals 1 by 2. Now, A plus B plus C's 1 hour work equals, okay, A is 1 by 4, B and C's is 1 by 3. We'll have to keep it in mind. Let's do an LCM. And we got it as 7 by 12. Please understand that. So B's 1 hour work, we need to find out. So the total work of A and B, C put together 1 hour is 7 by 12. So we need to find out B's 1 hour work. So that's 1 by 2 there. And when you substitute, okay, B alone will take 12 hours to do the job, to do the work, I'm sorry, okay? This is the simplest explanation that I can give it to you guys. And as it is, many of you got the answer as well. That's a pretty straightforward one. Okay, I'll move on to the next question before we go in for a, I'll go in for a pause mode for about 15 minutes. Now, let's look into this particular question, my friends. 4 men and 6 women can complete a work in 8 days. For M and for W in 8 days. While 6 men and 7 women, 3 men, I'm sorry, 3 men and 7 women can complete in 10 days. Look at the numbers. Men's numbers are going down, women numbers went up. In how many days will 10 women complete it is what we need to find out on this particular question, my dear friends. So start working out on the answer, everybody. Okay, in how many days will 10 women complete it is what we need to identify. So first we need to identify men's work output, women's workout output, and you multiply it to 10 if you happen to find out women's work output for a day. I'm already witnessing people are answering. I'll always observe your answers. Let's be smart there. I'm happy to see most of you are hitting the answers pretty strong. As B as an option, 40 days. How about others, guys? I really want you all to please work it out smart. I want you to quickly look into this one, please. Let one man's 1 day's work equals X. And one woman's 1 day's work, as I told you earlier, let's arrive at men's work, women's work as X and Y at this point of time to begin with. Then 4X, that's 4 men plus 6 women. They'll take, okay, 8 days to complete. That's 1 by 8. And 3X plus 7Y, that's the second equation that we need to look into it. It can be done in 10 days. That is, 3 men and 7 women can do it in 10 days. Solving these two equations, we get, okay, when you pull out X, okay, which equals 11 by 10 out there. Okay, when you substitute everything together, when you pull out X separately and Y separately on either sides, 11 by 400 done by X, that's men, 1 by 400 done by Y. So therefore, one woman's 1 day's work is 1 by 400. Please understand. So one woman's 1 day work equals 1 by 400. Take that down. We need to find out 10 women's 1 day's work we need to identify now. So 1 by 400 into 10 women, which makes again 1 by 40. Hence, 10 women will complete the work in 40 days because we just have to reverse it. So 10 women will take 40 days to complete the job or the work. That's the simplest explanation that I can give it to you guys. I hope it's clear to you guys. Next, we move on to pipes and systems. By the time it's 8 o'clock now. Sushmita, and you can take it over and hand it over to me in the next 15 minutes. Thank you.
Yeah, sure, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Nitya ma'am, over to you.
Okay. Thank you, Shushmita. A very good evening to all. So I hope all the students are finding it very interesting. I was able to see the answers in the chat and found that most of you were literally trying to give the answers and the options, whatever it was in. So I believe the trainer is also giving, he's putting in much of his efforts in preparing and as well engaging you all throughout this session. So thank you, Mr. Anand, for completely having the session even more interesting than what we were expecting for.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Nitya.
So let me tell you, I'm just going to take just a few minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, to have a quick talk. So allow me to present quickly my screen. Okay. So as you all are currently attending your campus recruitment training program, so the ideal objective, the main objective is not only to build your aptitude or your communication or your technical skills, but also equally to make yourself well prepared to crack the job interviews. So here at XLR, we have a model where we would want to completely, entirely focus on providing a structured placement support to help you from the transition from the learning platform to an employment level. So let me quickly give you a walkthrough on our model, how we would want to support you in training and career enablement ecosystem with skills, mentorship, and the placement support. Before which, let me give you a quick intro about XLR. XLR, as you all are aware, founded by the visionaries, established by alumni, Mr. Ram Tava, IIM and ISB, and has its strong industry connect, close to 5,000 plus recruitment partners, and has a trusted close to 700 plus corporate clients. So through our decade of training excellence, we have trained students, faculties, and having our collaborations close to 2,000 plus academy institutions and premier connects with IIT Roorkee, IIT Mumbai, BITS Pilani, and many others, and having a presence, physical presence, or the training setups at Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, and Noida. And our learning is spread across pan India. And of course, we have globally doing our online training. We constantly ensure that the colleges get collaborated for all our training programs under our EDL, institutional outreach, and we do a lot of training programs. So through these, we have IITs, BITS Pilani, NASCOM, APSHE, Naipunyam, AP, Skill Up AP, SSDC, IIT Pravartak, Madras, and most of our courses on the NASCOM and Swayam Plus portal, close to 18 plus of our courses which are approved, and we have it on the NASCOM portal, and most of which are like on emerging technology. Through our decade of training excellence, where 8 lakh plus students train and faculties, close to 2 lakh plus faculties train, we have these numbers as the real proofs that our system works again and again, and our success is continuously measured by the offer letters and not the enrollments. So these are some of our training programs which we had done in the past at premier institution, which truly sets us apart. This is at IIT Roorkee, a time series analysis and predictive analytics training program for research scholars, students, and faculties. And this is a faculty development program on full stack development, IIT Bombay. So we train professors at IITs. That's the complete depth of expertise you will learn from our experts, industry experts, and BITS Pilani Hyderabad training program for students on Power BI and machine learning. So all of these training programs we also do under our XLR, like in the data science, the data analyst, business analyst, artificial intelligence, full stack development, Java, core Python, Tableau, Power BI. So multiple tracks are available for the learners who are interested in. And here goes our course training program and how we are structuring it, the entire course to career, wherein we have classroom training, live online training, whereby the top-notch faculties, and we also give entire training programs with an updated curriculum, which is industry design, wherein we connect with the industry experts, understand the need and what kind of projects, the real world projects you would have to work on. So all of these happens with the industry connect, academia feedback, and continuously we monitor your training performance through assessments, evaluation, and there is a certification, and comes in your campus recruitment training, where we train you on the quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning, verbal ability. Again, we'll have the technical training program on coding skills, all of these, and we start with your placement. So when I say placement, we have a design, proper placement process, wherein we start with the profile building, the resume building, and we ensure that the list of companies which are hiring is being notified to you well in advance before you start with your placement process. And based on the companies, you start preparing yourself on the assessments or the yesteryear papers, question papers, or the multiple choice questions or the question banks kind of questions which you would come. And there is a complete interview process on the inaptitude, technical, and mock interviews which are done. And the students who are clearing the assessments or the assignments would be shortlisted for the job profiles. So all of these happens through our XLR tool, a placement tool, wherein real-time basis. It is not that, okay, so you have joined an XLR, you are undergoing a training. After your training, the placement starts, and there is a training under the placements also, which is happening. Suddenly you're being called, and you're not really sure that when, at what time, there is a communication gap, so you miss out on those. Then after 1 week there is an interview, technical round, again you are not aware of it. So there is no such confusions at all. We have an XLR placement tool, where from the start of your placement process you would get notified on every little activity what you are working on. Like, say, once you are being shortlisted, you get to know, you get to see what are the number of openings available. You get to know what are the kind of opportunities which I can apply for. And suppose when the interview is scheduled, you are really good at your technical, but you don't clear your technical round. Then we understand the gaps. Based on it, again, there would be training program, or there would be areas which our expertise would cover on giving you tips, giving you question papers, multiple choice question paper to prepare yourself, so that again you clear those rounds. So all of these are getting tracked in a tool, that is XLR placement tool. And through this, you would be able to track your application. Resume building can be done, and the resume will be rightly done using the ATS. So that again helps you to bridge those gaps. Then you get shortlisted for the job interviews. You improvise on your communication skill. You would be undergoing a lot of mock interviews, GDs with the experts as well. And you also get to see what are the current openings, which are the companies, and what are the number of opportunities available on those companies. As you see that we have 5,000 plus active hiring clients. And as of now, through this portal, we have 100 plus learners who are already aligned for the interview process, currently who are undergoing. And these are some of our placement records of those students. And all of these is happening through our XLR placement tool. So let me give you a walkthrough of our inside classrooms at different locations. Okay. So here at XLR, as I told you, we have 8 branches in 5 cities. So having our offices, what we would want to do or what you would actually take up as a next step is there's a QR code right in front of you. I would request you all to scan the QR code and you would receive call from XLR for a free counseling or in terms of guiding what kind of technology or domain you will have to choose. Then we will also completely guide you through the process. What are the placement steps and what are the career opportunities which you'll be getting it through XLR. So you think that you would be learning if you, as you've seen IIT Roorkee, BITS Pilani, and you also would want to experience a similar kind of professional environment, a classroom training. You can walk into any of our that is offices which I had shared, and we will also share you with those information. That is the address of our offices, the respective cities, and you can walk in. So for which you will have to do a quick um form filling by scanning this QR code. And this will be a complete free career roadmap session. And this will be your first step where you start by filling it. And then our team, the counselors will reach out to you to give you a complete walkthrough on how the placements would happen, what kind of courses, what kind of opportunities which would be available through Excel. So let me hold the screen for some time. And this decision is your first step. One decision which you're taking today can save you one full year of confusion after your graduation. So if you think that you're really serious about your future, do not waste your time. Just wasting your time by getting a certificate, another certificate. Just scan the QR code, get in for a counseling, free career counseling, and understand what is the interest which you have, what kind of domain technology you have interest in. And based on it, also, our career counselors will guide you completely through the placement process. So just don't leave this hall without scanning this QR code. So if you have any questions related to training program or placements, our team will get in touch. All that you have to do is fill up the form. So you also find in the chat the QR code, the link which is being shared by Shushmita. So you can use that as well. The link can also be copied and pasted, and then you can fill it after the session as well. For those who have already logged in through your mobile and don't have a option of this, you can just copy the URL and then log in. Yeah, your attendance details will be shared to you towards the end of the session. And please don't only be attendance oriented. Just don't wait for getting a certificate towards the end of the program. Think big. What next after your campus recruitment training? We have it in Bangalore. Bangalore, two places we have in BTM layout, Martali. Pune, we have Baner. We have Delhi. So all of these addresses will be given to you. You just fill up the form. You'll receive the call and they will give you the address of our locations and you can just walk into our offices. There's no need for your company location. Our company location details will be sent. If you're already working, then there is no need for you to fill up this form. Guys, please be really serious on making the best use of this campus recruitment training and as well this additional chance of getting a free counseling call from XLR. Yeah. Shushmita, could you please reshare the link in the chat? Yeah. All right. Thank you all. So it was pleasure talking to you all. I believe you would be taking up the next step towards checking on the free counseling and walking in with your placement opportunity. If you're not able to rightly fill, okay, if you're filled in, well and good. Thanks a lot. So let me hand over the session back to the trainer. Over to you, Mr. Anand. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Nitya. Thank you. So, all right, youngsters, we'll get back to our learning. Hope you guys can have a look at the screen again. Can you all? So we're into time and work. And slowly we're getting into pipes and cisterns. Guys, can you able to ping yes if you can able to see my screen fully?
Sir, actually, the screen is not visible.
I beg your pardon. Okay. I think I have to share it again. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
All right. So everybody have a look at this particular type of questions for on pipes and cisterns. Okay. Well, cistern is all about a tank. Don't get confused, please. By the way, my dear youngsters. Okay. And pipes are like pipe inlets and outlets. Okay, in which a typical question can be what time it took for pipe A or pipe B to fill in the tank. Or this is one type of question. It's a typical one where okay, which particular tap will be faster in filling. They'll give all the input about the numbers, the data required, and all that. So we just have to find out that. That's another type of question. I'm sorry. And the third type, majorly, which I've seen coming in pipes and cisterns. If you look at it, let's say there are three pipes, two inlets, and one. Let's say if the cistern is broken somewhere, let's say there's a leakage at the bottom of the cistern or the tank. Please understand the tank part of it. So there are two inlets and one outlet right now. So let's say the motor is turned on and the water is flowing in through those two pipes, and there is a water loss as well in the, let's say, on the cistern. So we need to calculate all of these three. The data will be given accordingly, by the way, and find out exactly, irrespective of the fact there is a leakage, how long it takes for the pipes to fill in the tank. These are three types of questions which you can expect out of pipes and cisterns. Please have a look at the basic idea. A cistern is a tank filled or emptied by pipes whatsoever. Inlet pipe, outlet pipe. I told you inlets will fill in the pipe, outlet will empty the tank. So questions, I've discussed about the type of questions which can be asked as well. So these are simple formulas, these are like something which we know it because all these days, more or less, we are traveling on it. From day one, I also stepped into algebra a little to find x and all that a little. So if a pipe empties a tank in y hours, work done in 1 hour is 1 by x. Okay, work done 1 hour by y is 1 by y. As we know that we've done it earlier as well. Total work rate when pipes work together, we just have to put both together. Total rate is equal to rate of inlet and rate of outlet. Time taken is what the total time taken. Okay. So I'll move on to the next one. So let's go attack the questions because we have less number of minutes today. First question: two pipes can fill a tank in 20 and 24 minutes respectively. And a waste pipe. This please, a waste pipe will empty it. Will empty 3 gallons per minute. Okay. Two pipes can fill a tank in 20 and 25 minutes. A waste pipe can empty 3 gallons per minute. It not give exactly totally how many minutes it will take to empty the entire cistern. Please understand. All the three pipes working together is the third type of sound which I mentioned earlier. working together can fill the tank in 15 minutes. There are 2 inlets, 1 outlet now. Okay, in 15 minutes, the capacity of the tank is, how do you find the capacity of the tank? Okay, so yes, my dear friends, I really want you all to smartly substitute numbers, understand the question so well before which, and start taking in this particular question, my dear friends. Come on. You need to find the capacity of the tank. Guys, I want people to really be part of it. I don't want you guys to be felt, you are left out. I can see only 2 or 3 have answered so far. I want others to come closer, my dear guys. Come on. Please go through the question premise so well. 2 pipes can fill a tank in 20 and 24 minutes respectively. And a waste pipe can empty 3 gallons per minute. All the 3 pipes working together can fill the tank in 15 minutes. And all we have to find out is what's the capacity of the tank. Because I see only 3 of you guys answered so far. I really want you to push it up. Guys, come on. I want you to work it out. Sanya says 60. Other than that, everybody says 120. Others, please come out with the answer. Only when you start to work out, my dear friends, you'll definitely move towards the righteousness, is what I call it as. Okay, yeah. Somebody also answered 60, 120, 120, Pujita, Sachin, 120. Fine. Let me check. I'll first observe your answers. How did you derive that? Okay, now I want any one of you. Now, Jayesh also is 120. Explain. One of you, please. I wish everybody, whoever has derived this particular number as 120, 60, or whatever. Okay, I want you guys to explain. Okay, in one line, what made to answer, is it 60, 120, and all that. Sumit takes up the first responsibility. Okay, 1 by 20th equals 6 by 120, 1 by 24 by 5 by 120, 1 by 15 equals 8 by 120, fine. 6 plus 5 minus 8, I'm happy, beautiful answer there. 6 plus 5 minus 8 by 120, that is 6 plus 5 makes 11, minus 8 makes 3 by 120. So equals 1 by 40, 3 by 40 equals 120. So Pravat did it in a simplified manner. Also like that, 1 by 20 plus 1 by 24 is what the inlet. Perfect. 115 tank per minute. Okay, fine. I like your logic over here, guys. All right, okay. So if we arrive at 40 as a number, okay, we just have to multiply by 3, and which makes 120 as well. That's another way to answer. All right. If there are anybody who's finding it a bit difficult to answer this question, everybody please have a look at it. Work done by the waste pipe in 1 minute. We take the waste pipes, or the pipe which drains out the water first. 1 by 15 minus, that is pipe A, that is 1 by 20 plus pipe B, 1 by 24 on the right hand side. Okay, now if you can substitute these into values, we can get as 1 by 15 minus 11 by 120 when you do the LCM equals 1 by 40. Negative means emptying, I've just written down this for you all to understand, because we started with 1 by 15. Okay, so now we've got, okay, the volume of 1 by 40th part equals 3 gallon. 1 by 40th means 3 gallons. So 3 into 40 makes total gallons as 120 gallons. As only 4 or 5 derived the answer when I observed earlier, guys. Others, hope you can understand this simple logic. Okay, first we take out the emptying one first to the left hand side, and the right hand side we fill in with the other 2 pipes, which fills in the water. And thereby we continue substituting by looking into LCM and all that. we derive at 1 by 40th. Okay, that means that is the emptying part of the, let's say the part which empties, and we know pretty well 3 gallons is what, it gets emptied overall, I mean over there. So we need to find out, okay, we got the answers 1 by 40. So all you have to do is substitute 14 to 3, which makes 120 gallons. The second time I've derived at the answer. So guys are moving on to the next one. Again, this time, check out this one. How we looked into the previous sort of questions earlier with time and work, similar to this one. A tank is filled in 5 hours by 3 pipes A, B, and C. 5 hours totally requires 3 pipes A, B, and C together. The pipe C is twice as fast as B, 2x. Okay. And B is twice as fast as A, B. How much time will pipe A alone take to fill the tank? Pipe A alone, please. I really want you all to understand the question. Okay. Please understand. C is twice as fast as B. B is twice as fast as A. How much time will pipe A alone take to fill the tank? I want you guys to start answering. Thanks, Amina. I think rarely you've answered. Swati, yes. Yes, I've been observing all your answers. First, try to answer, my dear friends, and then we'll look into our explanation. 2 minutes, see, 40 minutes. I like the way, okay. Siddhi's understanding, pretty basic to start with, but he's got very good understanding of logic. Since they fill the tank together in 5 hours, the total tank's capacity must be 35 units. Okay. Brilliant. The 7 units per hour is what we can assume it has. So 5 hours, it is actually alone fills 1 unit per hour. So far, it be exactly take 35 hours for A to fill those 34 units alone. The correct option is 3. Meenakshi, I will explain. Don't worry. Don't worry. Others, I'm just observing others how best they have answered. X plus 2x plus 4x is what is equal to 1/5. So Pravat, from the second equation, you jumped into x is equal to 35. Okay, I feel you have to bring in one more equation there. Oh, thanks for the answer. Weight is equal to 7x. 1 tank is equal to 7 into 5 hours. That's 35x time for A, total 35 hours. Yeah. Okay, I've observed all your answer. Meenakshi, I want you to pay attention here. Okay, let's assume pipe A alone takes x hours to fill the tank. Let's keep it as x. Then pipes B and C will take x by 2 and x by 4. Meenakshi, this is for you because you're the only person who raised to explain. Okay, to fill the tank. Okay, please understand. Okay, pipe A alone takes x time to fill. Now we should understand B will take x by 2 of the time and C will take x by 4 of the time. So therefore 1 by x, we just can't write x, so we are writing by 1 as 1 by x plus 2 by x plus 4 by x equals 1 by 5. Okay, very, very simple. So in other words, it is 7x by 7 by x, I'm sorry, 7 by x. Okay, we take x as a denominator is common there. 7 by x equals 1 by 5. So if you take x separately, we multiply 7 into 5, which makes 35 hours. So I went with a very simple logic. And I like the way a few of you really approached it, because I went slightly little untraditional way, to be honest. And I like the way some of you have approached it. For example, Sumit's way of also doing it is what similar to mine, but I've taken as one x as x and x by 2 and x by 4. So he has just substituted as it is, like A is X and B has 2X, C has 4X, it should be 4X. So total rate is equal to 7X. So he has calculated that way. So one tank will take 7X. X over there, we got it as 5. So 7 into 5 is equal to 35X. I'm reading Sumit's answer for you all. The time for A to complete is 1 hour. Okay, that means just to substitute 35X. Okay, so 35X means 35 into 1, that is 35 hours. Minachi, I think twice I have discussed the answer. One my way, the other one is Sumit's way, which I find it to be also effective. No doubt. Minachi, can you able to understand? Minachi, I need your answer. Easy. Two ways, two methodologies I've done it. Just have to replace, okay, into X. Okay, easily we can get it done that way. I'll move on to the next question, my youngsters. I really want you to pay attention. Okay, look into this question. I think this should be the last question on pipes and systems. We'll cover others as well quick. Two pipes A and B can fill a tank in 20 and 30 minutes respectively. If the both types are used together, then how long will it take to fill the tank? Remember, two pipes A and B opened up to fill a tank together. How long will it take to fill the tank? Quick answer. Quickest fingers first there. Let's see. Sandhya, bang, started with the answer, 12 minutes. Others pour in with the answers, guys. Quick, quick. This is such an easy question compared to the previous ones. Yes, so easy. That's what I don't want people to take so long. Kanbe, Shambhavi, Siddhi again got it as 12. Arapa, 12. Supravat again. Amina, A, that is 12. Good on you guys. Good on you. It's such an easy one compared to the previous questions. So I'm just going to go ahead. Jayashree, Bhakti, everybody, good on you guys. It's 12, just in case. If you want to understand my way of understanding, is 1 by 20, 1 by 30, add up together, 1 by 20 plus 1 by 30. Put together, we take an LCM, it's 12, 1 by 12. So both pipes can fill in the tank in 12 minutes. That's all done. Very simple and straightforward one. I'll move on to the next one. And this one has a slight variation. So let's do this as well. Two pipes A and B can fill a tank in 15 minutes and 20 minutes respectively. That's 1 by 15, 1 by 20. Both the pipes are open together, but after 4 minutes, pipe A is turned off. This is where the tricky part, okay? What is the total time required to fill the tank? Okay, remember, after 4 minutes, pipe A is turned off, so pipe B alone is operating. And remember, the output of pipe B is 1 by 20. Let's see who can get the answer first. Yeah, Sandhya again comes out first this time again, as well as 14 minutes and 40 seconds. I want to observe others to answer as well. Remember, pipe A is turned off in 4 minutes. So I want you guys to smartly work it out, please. Thanks for detailed answers, Siddhi. I enjoyed the way you write there. Okay, keep it up, Siddhi. Yeah, how about others? 1440, 1440 is what I've got as an answer so far. There's only few of them have responded. I want others to also please come in, guys. Come on. Yeah, Siddhi, be the same, Siddhi. Don't you change. I like the way you're answering because that's quite detailed approach. Yep. 14 minutes and 40 seconds. Kiran, I just want you to quickly explain this answer, please. How did you determine it's 14 minutes and 40 seconds? That's fine, Naveen. Kiran, I just want to know from your end, how did you arrive at 14 minutes and 40 seconds? Just type in that particular details in a bit. Because I'm seeing for this question, many have not answered yet. Only few students have answered. I just want to know from Kiran's end, what made you to answer 14 minutes and 40 seconds? Attendance, don't worry, guys. Do it up. First, let's do this one part. Kiran, could you answer, Kiran? Hope you're writing it up. Because Kiran, I've seen rarely answering. So I just want to know Kiran's levels of thinking here. Quick, Kiran. Suprabhat also says D. Come on, others. Kiran, are you answering? I'm waiting for your response. Siddhi, I just want to know, in your explanation, for the first 4 minutes, both pipes work together and finished nearly half of it is what you have assumed. So I want to know what makes you to go under that assumption, Siddhi. Just type in. I can sense your answer with your first logic. Come on, youngsters. I just want you to come out with an answer. Kiran, if you can. Now, I still understand. Even the other day, you were doing trial and error method, Siddhi. I can understand, put together efficiency of both the pipes. You kept it in mind. And you derived that it should have been at least half should be filled. Isn't it, Siddhi? Tell me yes or no. Sumit, I like your answer as well there. Somebody says option D. Yeah. Somebody answered option B as well. I want you all to look into your calculations, please. So, Kiran, are you answering, brother? I've been waiting for some time now. Kiran, are you there? What happened, Kiran? Okay, sometimes I'll ask questions to you people personally. Okay, I don't want you guys to. I'm okay with it, Siddhi, but be careful. At times there are tricky questions. Even yesterday you failed once, I remember. Okay, so please take care of that. Yeah. But I'm happy some of you started to answer as D and all that. Yeah. Yes, man. Good. All right. Okay. This is for Kiran and others who had derived a particular answer. So quickly look into my explanation. See, part filled in 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, 1 by 15 plus 1 by 20 equals 7 by 15. That's almost half. Please understand, that's almost half. Okay. So remaining part equals 1 minus, that is remaining part, 1 minus 7 by 15 equals 8 by 15. The remaining part is what we looked into now. Part filled by B in 1 minute equals 1 by 20. Please understand. Now we are taking in the B part here. Okay. Part filled by B part in 1 minute is 1 by 20. So therefore, it is 1 by 20 and remaining part 8 by 50. We've taken that as a ratio here. Is to 1 is to X is what we need to find out. Okay. So it's 8 by 15 into 1. When we invert that, okay, it's 1 into 20 equals 10 to the power 2 by 3. Okay. That's what we have. Right now we've derived. That is, we are finding out the number of minutes. 2 by 3rd of a minute is 40 seconds. So 10 minutes and 40 seconds. Therefore, the tank will be full in Initially 4 minutes, we got it, plus 10 minutes and 40 seconds, which makes 14 minutes and 40 seconds. Superb answering this. Good. Those who answered, lovely. Okay. One more. Okay, one pipe can fill a tank 3 times as fast as another pipe. This time, one pipe can fill a tank 3 times as fast as another pipe. So that means one pipe is 3x, the other pipe is x. If together 2 pipes can fill the tank in 36 minutes, it's pretty easy. The slower pipe alone will be able to fill the tank in how many minutes? I think it should not take 15 seconds for you to answer, guys. 10, 15 seconds. We can, I think 10 seconds is too much to answer this question, guys. Come on. Look at this one, guys. Let the slower pipe alone fill in the tank in x minutes. The faster pipe is 3x. Please understand, we'll fill it in x by 3 minutes. Understanding that logic. Therefore, 1x by 3x equals 1 by 36. Okay, please observe this. Okay, the total minutes is 36 minutes. Please observe. So we have 4 by x equals 1 by 36. We take x to the left hand side equals, okay, 4 into 36. And the answer is 144 minutes. Bang on. Those who got it, brilliant. Now go look into time and distance. I want you guys to observe. Even in the initial part of the session, I did ask you guys in how many minutes, or rather, what is the time taken for the sunshine to reach, or sun's rays to reach Earth? Many of you answered 8 minutes and 20 seconds and all that. That's the speed. Distance traveled, okay, by time. Okay. So from this, distance can be calculated as speed into time, the distance covered. And time can be calculated as distance divided by speed. These are the 3 formulas, basic formulas I want you all to be strong with. If a car travels 60 kilometers in 1 hour, its speed is 60 kilometers per hour. That's okay. What is the speed? What is the distance covered? We are looking into it in this one simple statement. Units of speed, kilometers per hour, meter per second. I want you guys to observe. A conversion, 1 kilometer per hour is equal to, I want you to remember these numbers, guys. 1 kilometer per hour is 5 by 18 meter per second. And 1 meter per second equals 18 by 5 kilometers. That's the reverse of it. Please understand. 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. Please try to convert. Remember these numbers as of now. Conversion of 1 kilometer to second. Now we use 5 by 18 meter by second and all that. Okay. 1 meter per second will calculate by 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. Remember these two logic, my dear guys. Let's move on. Average speed is the total distance covered over time. Okay. Or divided by time, in other words. Let's say I traveled 300 kilometers in 5 hours. That means my average speed is 60 kilometers per hour. That's what I've explained to you here in the simplest way possible. A car travels 40 kilometers in 1 hour, 60 kilometers in 1 hour. Total distance covered is 100 kilometers. Total time taken is 2 hours. We take an average of 100 by 2 equals 50 kilometers per hour. Relative speed, guys, look into this one, please. Use when 2 objects move towards each other or in the same direction. We both call it as relative speed. I want you to observe. If it's in the opposite direction, relative speed is equal to speed 1 plus speed 2. We need to add both the speeds together. Let's say 2 trains are crossing at 100 kilometers per hour, each other, and another one at 120 kilometers per hour. It's 100 plus 120, that's 220 kilometers is the relative speed. That's what my first example is given. If it's traveling the same direction, okay, I told you earlier, 100 kilometers per hour, one particular, let's say, bus travels at 100 kilometers per hour, and the other one travels at 120 kilometers per hour. The relative speed here is, you just have to subtract with the top, with each other. And the relative speed is here, it's 20 kilometers. Remember the first option, we went ahead with adding together if it's in the opposite direction. If it's in the same direction, we minus with those two, let's say speeding objects and all that. Please keep this in mind as relative speed. Okay. Sometimes, it can even give a question upon overtaking another vehicle and all that. So time taken to meet or to overtake when moving towards in the same direction on each other. So time is equal to distance by relative speed. So we need, if you're asked to find out the time, we got to keep in mind distance divided by relative speed. If it is 20 kilometers, as I given to you earlier, but the distance is covered as 100 kilometers. Okay, the time taken is accordingly we'll have to find out. Okay, example: two trains are 200 kilometers apart and moving towards each other with speeds 60 and 40 kilometers per hour, respectively. The relative speed is, we have to add up because it's in the opposite direction. So it's 60 plus 40 is 100 kilometers per hour. So time, we know time, the formula is distance by relative speed. Distance is 20 divided by 100 equals 2200. Okay, please observe, divided by 100, which makes 2200 divided by 100 is equal to 2 hours. Very, very simple, guys. Okay, I'll move on to the next one. Please observe. Let's go hit the practice sums. A person crosses a 600-meter long street in 5 minutes. So immediately your brain has to work out this. What is the speed in kilometer per hour? It's given meter in terms of minutes here. 600 meters in 5 minutes. What is the speed in kilometer per hour? How many kilometer speed this person is crossing? Can you quickly answer this question, guys? Come on, quick. I know you guys are jumping on with the first question being a bit easier. Speed, we know it's distance traveled by time. So we got it as 2 meters per second. When we substitute this number, 600 meters is the distance traveled. 5 into 60, okay, that's there available on the question. We need to, 60 over here talks about the minutes here. Okay, so we have to find the meter per second. So we got it as 2 meters per second. So when you calculate 5 into 600 is equal to 300. So that means 300 goes 600 in 2 times. That's 2 meters per second. Converting meter to second, remember 18 by 5. I told you 2 numbers you have to remember. When you're converting meters to kilometers, it has to be 18 by 5. So 2 into 18 by 5 makes, okay, that is 36 by 5. If you divide 36 by 5, it goes 7 times. And we have, one, you just have to divide accordingly. You add up 0, that makes 10. So it goes 0.2, 7.2 is the right answer. Very simple. Many of you got it, so I'm not going to explain it again. Now check out this question, guys. I really want you to observe. If a person walks 14 kilometers per hour instead of 10 kilometers per hour, he would have walked 20 kilometers more. The actual distance traveled by him is, what is the total distance traveled? Again, I want you youngsters to try your best here. Please understand the question well. A person walks at 14 kilometers per hour instead of 10 kilometers per hour. That means relatively he's walking faster. He would have walked 20 kilometers more. Please understand, when a person walks 14 kilometers per hour, okay, he would have walked 20 kilometers more of the actual distance. So you need to find out the actual distance traveled by him. Yeah, I'm observing all your answers. Sandhya again started answering SK, yes. All right, okay, I'm observing all your answers. Very few have replied. Guys, how about this? I think you're getting stuck up somewhere. You don't need to. SK says 50. Harish says A. Sumit says 50 again. Akshata also says 50. Thanks for others who are contributing this time, my friends. Devansh, 50. Wonderful, good to know from all of you guys. Oh yeah, good. Yoga also feels 50. I think many of you are deriving at 50. So the distance, okay, I'm getting quite a few answers now. Extra speed, you would walk 5 hours, multiplying the certain speed by 4 hours. Okay. There's 4 kilometers extra that is traveling at a speed extra 4 kilometers, 4 into, that means for every hour, he travels 4 kilometers extra. And total kilometers that he would have walked is 20 kilometers. And as you can see, extra 4 kilometers that he's traveling faster, he covers 20 kilometers. Okay, he would have walked 20 kilometers more. So what is the actual distance traveled by him? It's like we already know for every 4 kilometers, okay, speed that he increased from 10 to 14 kilometers. Okay, he covers every hour 4 kilometers extra. That means he covered 20 kilometers extra. That means 4 goes in 25 times. Okay, so please understand with this logic also we can arrive at 50 kilometers if you're a little smart. Okay, but still I'd like to give a decent explanation. I just went ahead with the available data and I made you all to substitute that way. Guys, can you all observe this one, please? I'm happy that people have responded, but this time for this question, quite a few did not respond. So let the actual distance travel be x kilometer. Okay, then x by 10, the speed at which the person travels, equals x plus 20 by 14. Okay, so that means x travels another 20 kilometers more, the distance in 14 kilometers per hour is what we have also kept it on the right hand side. So 14x, we've taken x apart now, is equal to 10x plus 200. All we're doing is substituting the values here. So now we have 14x is equal to 10x plus 200. So when you bring in all the x to the left-hand side, 14x minus 10 makes 4x equals 200. Now, if you take x alone, so 200 by 4 equals 50 kilometers. So this is another way. This is the, what to say, this is a normal way to look at the answer. I'm happy that you guys have done it. Okay, this one is an interesting one. Everybody look into this particular question, guys, okay? Excluding stoppages, because there are some stoppages, it's in plural form, more than once, okay? Speed of a bus is 54 kilometers per hour, and including stoppages, okay? The speed of a bus is 54 kilometers. When you include stoppages, it is 45 kilometers per hour. For how many minutes does the bus stop per hour? How many minutes does the bus stop per hour? Be smart, guys. It should not take you 10-15 seconds to answer this, guys. Come on. And already few of you guys started to answer, but I want more people to really come together in answering this. Because excluding stoppages, the speed of a bus is 54 kilometers per hour. When you include it, it becomes 45 kilometers per hour. As you can see, 9 kilometers ran short of it. For how many minutes does the bus stop per hour? The number of minutes stopped per hour is what you need to calculate. I'm happy more numbers are pouring in now. Thank you. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, as you guys have arrived at 10. Okay. See, the actual distance covered 45 kilometers in 1 hour is also you should understand. But it could have covered 54 kilometers without stoppages. Okay, please understand. This means definitely it did not cover those 9 kilometers because the actual kilometers covered is 45 kilometers. To find the stopping time, if you can understand, my dear friends, okay, 9 is will go wonderfully well with 54 and even with 45. If 9 goes 54, how many times, my dear friends? 6 times, isn't it? So it is 1/6 of an hour as well. If you can even look into this way. So 1/6 an hour, we can easily substitute over here as if 60 minutes is the total minutes. What is 1/6 of it? 10 minutes. I've seen for this some guys, in my experience, some of them they'll jump on to the first option as A, 9. I'm happy none of you got it that way. I'm really happy about it. Okay. So Supravat also says 1/6 and all that. Everybody are now clear. So not an issue. I'll move on, my dear friends, to the next one. The ratio between the speeds of two trains is 7:8. Now we are getting into ratios. Okay. If the second train runs 400 kilometers in 4 hours, that's 100 kilometers per hour. The speed of the first train is, guys, it's a ratio here between speeds of two trains, 7:8. The second train runs 400 kilometers in 4 hours. The speed of the first train is, we need to find out. Guys, I'll quick this time. I want to give it to you this explanation. Let the speed of two trains be 7x and 8x kilometers per hour. That's according to the question given. Okay, when 8x equals, as we know, it's 400 kilometers covered in 4 hours. So 400 by 4 equals 100. Okay, let's keep it that way. Now x equals 100 by 8 because 4 goes over here 100 times. And x, if we take x apart now, so 100 by 8 comes down, and 100 by 8 is equal to 12.5. So therefore the speed of the first train equals 7. Remember, we have to do 7x here. 7 into 12.5 equals 87.5 kilometers per hour, guys. And I'm sure many of you got it. Now check into this particular question, guys. These are like with stoppages, which can make you to think better and can challenge your thinking as well. Varun is traveling on a cycle and has calculated to reach point A at 2 p.m. If he travels at 10 kilometers per hour, he will reach there at 12 noon. See, that means if he travels by 10 kilometers, it reaches by 12 noon. Whereas he has reached point A at 2 p.m., that means he has driven fast or slow, you determine, guys. But if it travels at 15 kilometers per hour, he will reach there at 12 noon. If it travels at 15 kilometers per hour, sorry, I didn't fully read the question. I'm extremely sorry, but one should do that. At what speed must he travel to reach A at 1 p.m., guys? Please understand the question so well. Warren is traveling on a cycle and has calculated to reach point A at 2 p.m. If he travels at 10 kilometers per hour, he'll reach it at by 12 noon. If it travels at 15 kilometers, that means he'll reach by 2 p.m. at 10 kilometers per hour. He'll reach there at 12 noon. If he travels at 15 kilometers per hour, at what speed must he travel to reach A at 1 p.m.? It's in between 12 and 2. So you should understand, my dear friends, the speed is between 10 to 15. So option A is an easy rule out. And we have other options available, 11, 12, and 14. Okay, guys, quickly determine what's the answer. I know already people have started to answer. I want you guys to quickly answer. Many of you settling down for 12, 12, 12. I just want to observe your answering as well. If you go to 10, Now we can see the rule is 60 kilometers. Yeah, I'm happy some of you have answered already 12, 12, 12, 12. Yeah, Sumit also given in his equation on it. Okay, I'm just observing everything, guys. How well have you gone through it? Guys, can you all tell me what is the total distance covered? Who can answer this? Distance covered by the cyclist. Who can answer quick? Guys, what is the total distance covered, guys? Quick. Suprabhat, Sumit says immediately 60, 60. Sanjana says 60. Brilliant. Harish, if you can arrive at this particular number, okay, Varun is traveling on a cycle and has calculated to reach a point A at 2 p.m. Okay, if it travels at 10 kilometers per hour, he'll reach there at 12 noon. If he travels at 15 kilometers per hour, okay, so 10 kilometers per hour, 6 hours. If he travels at 15 kilometers per hour, okay, it takes 4 hours. At what speed must he travel to reach A at 1 p.m.? Okay, we just have to figure out he takes about 5 hours at least. So your answer should be, guys. There's another way that I've derived at. Sri Vanilla now says 12. Okay. Sandhya, time out. So eager to go out today, Sandhya. Okay, 60 by 5 equals 12. Simple ratio that I have for you guys. Okay. Wonderful, guys. So far, so good. Okay. I think with this, yes, we've come to the end of this today's session. We also looked into relative speed as well. Okay, in time, speed, and distance. Thank you so much, guys, for your active participation. Let's go on like this throughout our sessions, and also bring in some questions and with my trivias, my puzzles to make it much more interesting as I started today and yesterday as well. So thank you so much, guys. Have a good night's sleep. Come back strong in the next session, please. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We'll meet again by tomorrow at 7 p.m. Thank you so much.
Are we working on Saturday? I just want to check.
Saturday and Sunday we don't have a session, sir.
I
Saturday and
understand. Monday to
Sunday.
Friday is what we have agreed upon. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Thank you so much. I just want to double check once. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sir.
All right. Yeah. Bye bye.
Bye, sir. Yeah, so dear students, the attendance link has been shared. I request please mark your attendance. And as tomorrow we have a regular session that is at 7 p.m. I request please join the session on time. Okay, yeah. Thank you all. Thank you for joining. Good night.